Hello. Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm back with another video. This is my second video after a really long time. So I'm not really back into the zone yet, but I'm gonna try. I want to get back into making beauty content. So we were thinking about it and talking about it, and then Prashant was like, let's go out or something, and I'm like, okay, perfect, let me do my makeup to go out. And then I'm like, hold on, why don't I just make a makeup video of our first date. Our first date was like 4.5 years ago, and that I don't remember the exact products that I used, but I know getting ready for that date was a task. So yeah, I was like, yeah, perfect, let me just make a video of makeup look for your first date, or get ready with me for a first date. If I was to go on my first date again, then I would probably do this makeup. So let's just go ahead with it. I used the Madagascar Centella Ampoule Serum. And after that, I'm using the Cicaplast Balm B5 by La Roche Posay. This product has been so good. We were in Australia for three and a half months, and I had the worst skin damage. So bad. I had horrible sunburns. It has started to settle down. I was tanning. I had the worst sunburns. My skin was peeling. My skin was red. So yeah, long way. It took a really long time for me to get here, but this was one product that helped so much. Like, at least with the redness would disappear in a day. The skin is still healing, but this is such an amazing product. And right after Australia, we were in Bali for about 2 weeks, so this helped there as well, because we were in the sun the entire time, peak summer. So yeah, if you're traveling, or if you know you're prone to sunburns, just issues with your skin when you go out in the sun, when you need something to heal your skin. I'm gonna move on to my makeup. So if you know me, any natural look that I do not use foundation. So I do not think I used any foundation even then. I remember the day so well that there's no way I had time to use a foundation. It was between my exams. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. So this was between my exams. We were talking, and I think I had about 1 week between my final exams and my practicals. Yeah, this was my third year. I had 1 week between my final exams and my practicals. So we decided to meet after my practicals, and I don't know, I think I was impatient, because why would I spend more time talking to someone I wasn't sure about? So maybe I was the impatient one. Clearly I was the impatient one, but I didn't want to tell him that I wanted to meet him. So I made up this really nice story that I'm so excited, I'm going out with my friends, and no, it was a Friday. I was like, I'm going out with my friends and I'm so excited. We're going to go to the mall and we're going to go to the arcade, and I'm super excited. It's after my exams and we have a week, so this and that, and we have this whole plan. And he was like, oh, cool. Yeah, that would be fun. And 2 days before my final exam, I told him, oh, it got cancelled. Because I don't know. I don't even know what reason I gave, but I was like, it got cancelled and now we're not going. Hoping that he would be like, that's fine, I'll take you or whatever. But luckily, that's what happened. And we did end up going. He was like, that's fine. if you're free, we can meet and this and that. So my plan worked. So I'm using the Hollywood Contour Wand Easy Contour by Charlotte Tilbury, and it's in the shade Fair Medium. I had this suitcase that I wanted to repair, and I had no idea where to repair it because I tried to look it up and I wasn't able to find it. He's like, no, that's fine, we'll figure it out. And he tried to look up a place and he found some place. So he's like, yeah, get the bag when you come. Hold on, I'm rushing. So I finished my exam. I was supposed to finish at 12, but the exam got delayed and we finished around 1. And mind you, we did not have each other's number at this point. We were still messaging on Instagram. He was probably messaging me or calling me, and I wasn't replying to him because I was in the exam. But when I was on my way to the room, to my room, my hostel room, he messaged me saying, yeah, I'm on the way, I'm like 5 minutes away or whatever. And I'm like, I have 5 minutes to get ready. So I go up, I take a shower, another shower because the exam hall is hot and it was in the summer. I was like, okay, cool. And then I stopped replying actually because I was in the shower. And then I don't know if he thought I was ignoring him, but he still showed up and I was not ignoring him. And right when I was about to get ready, my electricity went off in the hostel. So we had no light and I could not open the windows because I was on the first floor. Anybody outside can see inside. I was like, okay, I know my face. I can put concealer. So that's what I did, like this. I put concealer. The only difference was I blended it with my hands. I did not put contour like this. As you can see, I didn't use any contour. I just used concealer. I'm using the same brush for my eyes as well because we want it all super seamless. It shouldn't look like you put in effort. The Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder and it's in the shade Fair. I'm gonna just put some on my under eyes so it sets the concealer up. And I'm not gonna put it anywhere else. I'm not gonna put it on my forehead or anything, just the under eyes. I'm gonna move on to my brows. This is the e.l.f. brow pencil. I took a shower. I dried my hair because I washed my hair. I wanted to straighten it, so I had to dry my hair. Yes, babe, you can come here. And then my plan was to dry my hair, do my makeup, straighten my hair, and then go out, even though I barely had any time. But all of this made sense in my head. So I dried my hair along with the brush. So it was not super curly, but it was not straight as well. It was somewhere. It was frizzy. That's what it was. And then I moved to my makeup and then the electricity had gone. So there's no way I could have straightened my hair. So I was like, okay, I can at least do my makeup. I always knew that I would not do a full face of makeup when I go on a date because then I would have to keep that up. So I just used concealer, I filled in my brows, I put on lipstick and I was out of the door. Yeah, that's about it. But over here, I put on some contour as well because that's really easy. So that day, because of the light, I could not find lip liner and I wasn't able to put lip liner. I just put lipstick and I have a feeling that it was this lipstick. But I know I didn't put a lot, like I just put a little bit in the middle and spread it out. So that's what I'm gonna do even now. This is it. Ooh. So this is it. This is it for the makeup. This is the only thing that I did. and I used my favorite perfume of that time. I don't use this perfume anymore, it's dusty, but this was my favorite perfume at that time. It was the Black Opium, and this was my third bottle. This was my third bottle. As you can see, it's almost done. This was my favorite perfume, so I used this. That's about it. Let me complete the story super quickly. He came to my hostel. He came down. He picked me up. We went to the suitcase place. We went and gave my suitcase for repair, and from there we went to this arcade. Did we go to the arcade first? Yeah, from there we went to the arcade. He made me win, like he let me win a few games, but he was winning most of them. And then we went to this cafe. That was one place that Kriti and I always went to. And since it was our first day, I did not want to go to a random place. But yeah, so we knew that place really well and we knew the owner and all that. So it's a really nice place. So we ended up going there. This date lasted for good 8-9 hours. Yeah, it was fun. So we went there and I remember telling him like, why are we taking the bag? Like, this is what people do. This is our first date. Why are we gonna go to get my bag repaired? And he's like, it's fine, it's okay. And after that I came back and yeah, we continued to talk, and then we met 2 days after that, and then we kept meeting, and then we got engaged, and now we're married, and it's been 1.5 years since we're married. And yeah, so that was our first date story, and this was basically my makeup for my first date.